I'm just like you, bro. I wanted to get girls. I wanted a girlfriend. Sue me. Okay, I wanted to have a girl who I could flex, maybe show off at the mall. I wanted a relationship, but then I fell for the self-improvement lie. And where did that leave me? Angry and on the verge of tears, wondering what was wrong with me. Am I worth anything? Am I worth a speck of dust? Because I did literally everything they told me to do, and yet I was still lonely, anxious, insecure. Every day I'm on Zoom calls with guys from Alaska to Connecticut to London. I meet guys every day who have self-improved for years, but have zero dating lives. Now this video is gonna make a lot of people uncomfortable because when you find out how they lied to you, it might make you angry. I wanna talk about the self-improvement lie that fucked my dating life without foreplay and is probably fucking yours. Look, I grew up watching all the self-improvement gurus. I'm not gonna mention names, you probably know them. And what was the common theme with all these guys and their messages? Isolate yourself and grind. Okay, cut off your friends. They're holding you back. Hit the gym, work, repeat. Never go out. Going to the bar? No siree, my friend. Never go to the bar. Never go out and have fun. Never talk to girls until you're 40 and you're a jacked GigaChad billionaire on TRT. That is the exact message that they all conveyed to me, okay? And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Because it sounded great at the time, right? I wasn't able to talk to women. I didn't have a great dating life. I was jealous of guys who had a great dating life. And so I thought, okay, so if all I have to do is, hit the gym, eat right for 3 to 5 years maybe, and look big, if all I have to do is go to college, do some cognitive functions with my brain, hand in a test, and maybe in a few years I'll have a degree, I'll have some status, and then women will automatically like me. That sounds like a pretty good deal. And you know why that sounds like a pretty good deal? Well, it's because I wouldn't have to talk to women. I was afraid of talking to women, so I wanted to circumvent all of this by, falling for the self-improvement scam. And it was there for me. I mean, they were all saying it. They all still say it to this day, even though it's been proven to be false. Okay? And so I did all the things. I'm not gonna brag here, but I had a pretty good position at this one company at age 19. I was doing better than all the other 19-year-olds. Obviously not older men, but for my age. I was shredded in the gym, and I don't think I'm that ugly, okay? And then finally, after I had this grind session where I did what they told me to do, I cut off all my friends, I didn't go out, I just grinded, work, gym, home, repeat. Finally, I hit the thing, I hit the goals. And what happened? Well, my dating life didn't change. Okay, women didn't know that I had a good position at my job. They didn't care that I had muscle. Okay, sure, I bet they cared a little bit, but I still wasn't able to get into a conversation with a girl. They weren't swarming me. Okay, and I was socially autistic still. All right, so that's what happened, and I wasted years and years and years on that idiotic, pathetic lie, all right? And so I wanna give you the 4 reasons today why this isolate yourself and grind lie is gay, doesn't work, and could even be a psyop. If I was a foreign country, guess what I would tell the citizens, the young men of the other country? I would say, don't talk to girls. I would say, grind, cut off all your friends, and isolate yourself. That is, okay? So number 1 is gay. I'm not going to avoid women for some checkpoint in the future that may not even happen. There's no guarantee that I live the rest of today, really. I mean, I just had a giant tree branch fall in my yard. Like, I might turn the camera around in a second, but there's this huge, humongous tree branch that fell in my yard. Right over there. That could have crushed me. I'd be dead right now. I'm not gonna wait until, okay, let's set some arbitrary checkpoint. Maybe when I hit 3 million in my bank account. Maybe when I hit 4 million in my bank account. That's when I'll finally go out and talk to women. Okay, why 4 million? Why not 3 million? Why not 2 million? Why not 1 million? Why does it have to be 4 million? Why does it have to be, oh, I have to hit 200 pounds? Like, it's all just arbitrary. It's like, it's a fake checkpoint. And there's no guarantee that I'm gonna freaking make it in the, I mean, I hope I do, right? I mean, I'm gonna try my very hardest. There's no guarantee that I hit it. And why do I need to wait? I don't know, okay? It's gay, I like women. What am I gonna do? Semen retention? I mean, am I gonna do semen retention until I elevate into the air and I give off some like magnetic aura? And all of a sudden, all the animals around me, all the deer, all the rabbits and the squirrels all seem to turn their heads because I have this magnetic aura, because they can tell I haven't busted a nut. Like, seriously, dude? Are you kidding me? Come on. Like, yeah, it gives you some confidence. Like, yeah, it's good to not watch pornography. I'm not gonna freaking, oh, so I can post a YouTube video? Guys, 1,000 days on semen retention. Oh man, I broke my streak. Back to square one. Ridiculous, man. Okay, what am I gonna do? Just wait until I'm old and my penis doesn't work? All right, dating's not the same when you're old. All right, dating's not the same when you're old, and I'm sure you could imagine why. I actually kind of just gave away half of it. But unless, you know, you're probably not gonna be dating 20-year-old, 21-year-old women when you're freaking 40, 50, 60 years old and you've hit the pinnacle of your career. I'm sorry. It's probably not gonna happen. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, okay, I'm not gonna wait. I like women. Okay, I'm not gonna just segment a portion of my life off in my youngest years or whatever age I am right now, right? And just not hang around women. I like women. All right, it's ridiculous, man. Come on. So, let's get to the next one. Number 2 is that you become socially inept. What happens when you don't socialize for months and years and you finally become a jack 6-figure earner? Let's think this through, guys. What happens to a guy who gets stranded out into the wilderness for months? I don't know, he might have had a plane crash. That's pretty much the major thing that happens. Maybe he's on an expedition. Oh yeah, he's hiking maybe somewhere remote. His friends die, he loses friends. What happens to that guy? Does he just come back to society once he gets found and he's all skippy and normal? No. This guy has to like reintegrate into society. He loses the ability to communicate with people. What do you think happens to people who are in social isolation in prison, like the jail cell where it's only them? They lose their minds. They lose their minds because we're not designed as human beings to be independent of other people. Okay, now I'm not saying you're completely independent of other people if you're a guy that does the isolate and grind thing. Sure, yeah, sure, you're going to work and talking to people. Sure, you make eye contact with the front desk girl at the gym when you hit the gym. Okay, yeah, you're around people. Some people know though. A lot of guys I work with, they're completely remote. So they're barely even getting that. But like, sure, let's say you go to work. Let's say maybe you hang out with a buddy every now and then. Look, you're still regressing. You're still regressing. Your social capabilities are atrophying and dying off. It's the same way how your muscle atrophies when you don't work it out. happens with your social skills and you die a little bit. So now you're a socially inept, jacked, six-figure earner who has less social skills and confidence than a 16-year-old boy. You join the club. Okay, everyone and their grandma is a socially inept, jacked, six-figure earner. Everybody. It's not special. You don't attract any more attention from going that route. It might be cool if you take that jacked six figures, okay, and then you go to Southeast Asia. Yes, go for it, dude. I'm talking about Western dating here. All right, I love women out here. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, now, if I told you how many guys I've coached like this, it would blow your mind. Who have everything on paper, they're actually they're handsome actually. They're bulky, like they're big, jacked in the gym. They make a ton of money, but they don't get any attention from women. It would blow your mind. And it happened to me, like I already told you. So, not having social skills is not a joke. And I know I'm sounding kind of like cocky in this video. I'm being a bit of a douche actually. But it legitimately is not cute or quirky to be a full-grown man and unable to talk to people. Nobody was real and told me this. Okay, so I understand it sounds like I'm being a dick right now, right? But nobody was real and told me this. Nobody said, hey, Joseph, you are gonna be very kind of socially weird if you just sort of isolate yourself and you just do the grind work gym thing like you have been doing. Nobody told me this. Why? Well, because people are soft. They want to be soft on you. They want to tell you, oh, it's going to be okay, man. What you're doing right now is okay. It's all right, man. But it's not okay, man. Like, I mean, it depends. You know, it depends. Because there's some people that just genuinely don't care. Like, those are the people that watch, like, the Elisha Long guy. He's like the guy who makes like the retard maxing videos. He sits in his chair, you know, in his backyard. He talks about like eating ice cream and like drinking orange juice. And look, if that's the type of stuff that you like to watch, dude, go for it. Dude, freaking knock your socks off. Personally, I think it's kind of low IQ humor. Like, I just think it's like, dude, it's not funny. Personally, I take my life seriously, but I like to have fun, but I like to have fun when I'm winning. I don't like to have fun when I'm losing. That's no fun. Are you kidding me? So this is for people who do, you know, take their dating life seriously. That's the only disclaimer here. And take their relationships seriously. Okay, how do you think Donald Trump wins elections? How do you think alpha males get to stay in positions of power within a tribe without getting killed? Is it because they're physically strong? Do you get to stay in a position of power because you're physically strong or you have more resources than other people? Absolutely not. Alpha males, that's a common misconception. Alpha males are extremely socially skilled. Okay, we are political creatures, all right? We're not chimpanzees, which are still, actually, that's the exact example, really, what I just said. Okay, how do you think I'm personally able to go to a brand new city and within a single week, I'm able to set up multiple dates. I'm able to get multiple numbers and set up multiple dates and start the beginnings of a new social circle. Understanding how people work. It's not because I have cool flip-flops. It's not because I have a cool dog. Although those things are additive, they're a nice bonus. I understand how people work. I mean, why did you click on this video? Right? It's because I decided to write a cool title to this video that I knew you'd relate to. Right? It's that simple. And I want to help you. Or try my best, really. Number 3 is that guys who isolate and grind get destroyed by guys like me. Once again, this dating thing, guys, this isn't all sunshine and freaking rainbows. You're gonna have guys who tell you like, man, just like let go, man. Just raise your levels of consciousness. Okay, great, man. Spirituality is real. I believe in God. Now, we are physical beings. With that being said, we are physical, biological beings, and we're also somewhat spiritual, I believe. You know, everyone has their own belief on that. And as a biological being, it means we're competing with other biological beings. All right? So let's take two guys, one at age 19 named Dave, and me when I was age 19. I started talking to girls every day and studying social skills and influence at age 19. Okay, now Dave, he drank the gay Kool-Aid and decided he wasn't going to date until he had a big house, because then he hoped he wouldn't actually have to do anything and talk to girls. Okay, so that's the situation. And now we're both 35 in this hypothetical situation. Dave has his big house in the burbs and he's jacked. I'm 35. I also have my big ass farm and I'm also jacked. Because guess what, dude? I also grinded and I also hit the gym. Who said that you can't do both? These people, they lied. So the only difference is I have 15,000 cold approaches under my belt, or I will at that age, and I'm on track to, and he has 0. He has 0. We have all of the same things, except I have, 16 years of experience in social situations around other guys who are also I'm competing with, and girls that I'm talking to, and I'm trying to, some of them are the friends of the girls that I'm trying to win over, some of them are the girls themselves, right? 16 years. Okay, does it matter that he has a house at home? Does it matter that he's jacked? No. It's literally like a toddler fighting against Sean Strickland. It's sad. It's not cool. It's not fair. Okay, now is Dave ever going to be able to catch back up to me in terms of, social ability? No, he's not going to ever be able to catch up to me. Now, with that said, what he can do is start now if he wants to, and if he starts now, within 1 to 2 years, he will have an amazing dating life, more so than any of his friends probably, unless his friends aren't normies and they've also woken up to this stuff. All right, and there's only so many of us out here, guys. So there's not really competition at this level. It's really like you're in the bar and so you're in the same physical space as other guys, but they're not really there. It's sort of like they're ghosts, because it's so easy to just kind of like, I'll tell you about it later. So number 4 is that the isolating grind is not the 80-20. The get rich, get jacked, do every little other self-improvement thing. It's not the 80-20, guys. Okay, so the Pareto's principle is that 20% of inputs usually control for 80% of the outputs. And then this principle absolutely applies to dating. Unless you are 300 pounds obese, and unless you are homeless, the 80-20 is not making more and more and more money or gaining 5 pounds of muscle. That is the 20. If you already have financial stability and you can afford rent, you can afford to put gas in your car and eat food, and you are not disgustingly obese and smell bad, then adding 5 more pounds is diminishing returns. Okay, how much more of an attractive girl do you think I can get when I'm making 100K a year, or 150K, versus $500,000 or $1 million per year? how much of a difference do you think that will actually make in the girl that I'm actually able to attract? Okay, what girl do you want to attract? Like, be real, because every single guy says they want to date a model. They want to date a 10 out of 10 model. Is that really what you want? Is that really, do you understand the kind of stuff you're going to have to deal with when you're dating a woman that attractive who gets that much attention? Okay, and point B is that those women are crazy. Those women are batshit insane. Do you know what it's like to be a woman that attractive? I personally don't, but I could imagine getting treated like God from the age of really 14 up, or whatever age they really went through puberty. They're crazy. All right, they're crazy. And it's a lot, okay? Let me tell you. It's diminishing returns, adding 5 more pounds onto your physique. The 80-20 is, I already revealed it like an idiot, but it's becoming good at talking to girls, and this includes social confidence. All right, so let's say you're a dude with average looks, average income. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to date women who are also average looks and the same or less income than you. There's just no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. All right, let's go to the next one. The only thing that you would need to do to date girls who are at a similar level to you is learn how to talk to girls. And guess what? Once you learn how to talk to girls, you're gonna be able to date women who are out of your league. Why? Because everybody is socially inept. Everybody is socially autistic. Just go out to just observe, just stand in the corner and observe what goes on. Okay, and let me give you an example of how this works. So the only thing that I really do is help guys gain social confidence, and I teach them how to talk to girls. Nothing else. I've helped virgins get their first ever girlfriends within a week or 2 of doing this, of focusing on this. And I've helped guys have multiple options who, in their dating lives, and grow massive confidence who had terrible dating lives before. And by the way, when I say I help guys have like multiple options, to a lot of people who are like sort of normies, that might sound like I'm being a bit degenerate here. Like I'm saying, oh dude, I'm gonna help you like sleep with a bunch of women, yada yada. No dude, that's not how it is. For guys who really value their dating lives and they really want to secure like a good long-term partner, it takes dating more than one woman. Okay, most people will never understand that. Why? Because they're stuck in the paradigm of, okay, I'm gonna find one girl, and if she's somewhat, cute, if she's somewhat, listens to me, I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna get down on one knee and marry her. Why? Because they never have that ability to really date the girls that they really want to date, right? So when you have that ability and you value relationships, you value who you're going to be literally, sharing your genetics with to potentially create children with, and then you'll be spending the rest of your life with them, then do you just want to date one girl and fall head over heels for her and not date anyone else, and you don't even know if this girl's gonna be the one that works? That's up to you. Okay, but me and a lot of other guys, we understand that that one girl's probably not gonna be the one, right? And it's just not statistically likely. Most guys have to date, 10, 15, 20 different women before they can really find that one, okay? So I'm not trying to sound like a degenerate here at all. All right, and so that's all I help them do, and then they get that kind of results. And when I say I help them like talk to girls, like actually talk to girls, not dating apps, not dude, I'm gonna help you like use AI generated photos and lie to women. Dude, that's what all these guys on YouTube are trying to teach you how to do. It's like, why would I need your help with using an AI image generator, dude? That's, like, come on, please. All right, not social circle, where, you know, I have some women that I've already known for years and I'm already deep into the friend zone, or I'm in a social circle and I have like 5 possible options or whatever. You know, I go to church, there's like 2 attractive girls. I go to work, there's like 1 attractive girl. That's not what I'm talking about when I'm talking about talking to girls, guys. I'm talking about actually learning how to talk to girls. Not chasing and qualifying yourself, and not talking to girls logically and lamely. Okay, so the way you talk to girls is this. You become the selector. So instead of you being the salesman, you are the customer at the grocery store and you're going shopping, my friend. Okay, so the girl's subconsciously picking up on the fact that you're in the position of leverage. She is not. You do not need her. Okay, she's so used to getting tons and just globs and globs of validation from guys who look like you, all right? But you're not doing that, okay? You don't need her. You're not, okay, so you're respectful, of course. I'm not saying like, you're just like, oh, I am completely unexpressive, right? But you're not falling for her immediately and for nothing before she's proven herself to you. You have other options. You have the ability to go talk to that girl over there. Or you literally already have other options depending on where you were at in this process. But you're a fun and social guy who's grounded in his masculinity, and so she gets drawn in. If you're ready to make a change in your dating life and you feel like maybe they lied to you about the whole isolate and grind thing, and feel like maybe there's a way that's probably 10 to 20 times more potent when it comes to attraction and doesn't require basically basing your entire self-esteem on external things, then click the link in the description, book a free call with me. I've helped guys all shapes and sizes to A, transform their confidence, and B, attract the women that they truly want to be with. But if you feel like you're unsatisfied with how your dating life currently is, and you're ready to have a lively and exciting dating life, then click the link in the description and book a call with me, and I'll see if I can help you.